Welcome to FotoTV Live here on phototv.dk with a very, very special episode of FotoTV. Normally this is a Danish-spoken show, but tonight, for once, we'll do it in English. There's a very simple reason for that. My guest is from Japan, speaking Japanese and English. I don't speak Japanese, so obviously we had to go for English. I hope you'll all bear with me on this subject. I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to have this very special guest, Mr. Toshi Tarada, because he's not just a random employee from Olympus in Japan. He's actually the Deputy General Manager of Product and Marketing Planning. In other words, well, when I just paraphrase this, he is the grandfather of the whole OMD series. I might exaggerate a little bit on this point, but in any case, he knows everything there is to know about the Olympus OMD series. And Mr. Tarada, welcome to our office.
Hello.
Before I dive into a bunch of these questions I have for you, maybe you could tell us a little bit about your role within Olympus. What lies behind this very long title?
Yeah, sure. Originally, I was the engineer of the camera business, but nowadays I'm a marketing guy. And especially I bring the feedback, the market from using our product and the people using our product, and somehow the feedback we have to collect from the market. This is my role. I travel not only to Europe, US and Asian countries to collect such kind of the demand or feedback. And bring to the R&D and somehow the effect to the future product or future technology.
And they actually listen to you.
Sure.
Absolutely. That must be pretty cool that you go out in the market, you figure out, okay, we need to have this change to the firmware, to whatever, bring it back, and they say, well, sounds like a good idea, Mr. Tarada, we'll do that. And then 6 months, 12 months later, it's in the camera.
Not so short, but anyway,
Okay.
Finally we can we can get such kind of result.
Okay.
Yes, because the total demand is just in the market. I cannot see anything in our office building.
No.
The user's voice is really important for us. Users means professional photographer, and also the end user, normal end users, and also the dealers.
All right. Okay.
Those kind of aspect, the feedback is really important for our future technology or future product.
Okay. I'll go back to the part about the duration from you get an idea or hear about a demand until it's brought to market. But I just checked today, Google, checked on Google that Olympus has been a player on the camera market for quite a while. Actually, Olympus was founded, if I'm not wrong, in 1919, so that's almost 100 years ago. And up until a few years ago, Olympus was a true DSLR dealer and player, but this has ended. Can you tell us a little bit about the decision made from Olympus to go all in on mirrorless and leave DSLR behind, if you are allowed to disclose that information?
Yes, of course. When the time era switch from the film to the digital, every photography changed to the digital. Of course, we try to establish the market with the DSLR, with our called E system, which is quite unique system. But unfortunately, this is not well accepted in the market somehow. And still, yes, of course, we are maintain the product lineup because we have a very beautiful lens lineup out of this. But still, we need more unique position in the photography market, which is our unique in the photography market is kind of the very compact, user-friendly product is the kind of our benefit we can give to the market. That's somehow the decision. We have something change the mind from the traditional DSLR type of product to the mirrorless.
Yeah.
Then we established the collaboration with the Panasonic to establish the new mirrorless system. We call them Four Thirds or Micro Four Thirds system.
Yeah.
2009, as far as I remember, we launched our first product, which is not a DSLR type of product. We call pen series. We have another series.
Very popular series.
Yes. First model of the mirrorless from Olympus is the pen camera.
Yeah.
That's a kind of story why we switched to the mirrorless.
Simply to adapt to a market where instead of being a very small player and not really being able to break through
Sure.
due to a couple of other
Yeah.
major competitors,
Sure.
then
And
go
also
into
to
groundbreaking technology instead.
Yeah. To contribute to the customer. It's what
Which is
what is
pretty
our
cool.
role,
Yeah.
right?
So
More
instead
unique.
Yeah, so instead of developing a product because you want to develop it and you want to push it to the market, listen to the consumer
Sure.
and say, what is it that they need? And then fill up that gap.
Yeah, that's
that
right.
obviously was. So over the past, you said this was in 2009. When I look at the statistics on the demand for mirrorless and DSLR, it's kind of like they crossed a couple of years ago. Because about 3 years ago, mirrorless really took off for real. It was still there, it was there since 9, but then in about 11 and 12, it really took off. And at the same time, the demand and the information seeking on DSLR decreased.
Sure.
And by now it has switched. This must be a development that you, as a long-time Olympus employee, is really proud of and pleased with.
Thank
that
you very
succeeded.
much. Yeah. Finally, yes.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, because since we introduced the mirrorless system, first wave come from the Asian countries, but the European mind is somehow the conservative, right? They love the like DSLR type of gadget.
Just a big body,
body,
because
yeah,
then you're a
big
strong
body.
photographer,
Yeah.
and then you know what you do.
That's a first phase.
Yeah.
But after, year by year, changing something the mind, and now in European market, something coming the real time of the mirrorless. 2 or 3 days ago, one of the Swedish dealers said now the selling very well the mirrorless. The week or the month I don't remember, but the mirrorless is so well sold than the DSLR. Yeah, they said, and also the Danish dealer guy day before yesterday said that now it's coming.
Yeah.
But let's see the 2 years later, maybe the more changing could be visible or something like this. They said.
I have a very good friend of mine who owns a dealer. He has a store, just one store, and for years I've been discussing with him whether DSLR or mirrorless is the future. Obviously, there will always be a market for both technologies, but what will be the biggest one? And he has for years said mirrorless is the way to go. DSLR is not interesting for the regular consumer. And I've said, no, they're going to go DSLR. And a while ago he said, remember what I told you. And I've admitted, I've converted as well to mirrorless. I have several different brands. I'm not brand specific. I use whatever I need for the specific task. But he tells me that people come into his store and says, I want to have a DSLR. And 9 out of 10, they leave with a mirrorless. Because they realize what you said. I can get basically the same in a smaller body.
Sure.
It's easier to travel with. It's easier to have with me. So the ideas that you guys had several years ago, that's what people ask for. And that I find pretty cool.
Thank you very much.
So a lot has happened since 2009 with the product lineup. And if we look at the OMD series,
Yes.
then today you have a very strong setup.
Yes.
You have the OMD EM10, you have the EM5 Mark II, and the EM1. And they basically cover all aspects of demand from the family needing a camera, over the enthusiast liking his photograph, to the professional photographer.
Exactly.
And all these models, they've been through somehow your head, or at least your thoughts, your ideas, and you brought back information to the engineers. Can you tell us about this current lineup? How you ended up with that? I know the story hasn't ended, but where you are today, can you put some words on that?
Yeah, sure. So as you already explained, we have a 3 lineup from the professional level to the entry class of the DSLR level. And just recently, we announced the new model, the lineup of the entry class level, EM10 series. It coming the EM10 Mark II. This is really also beautiful and compact size. Can you see? I have.
Did you have it?
Yes, I have a DSLR already. Type of product.
You're kidding me.
Sure. Show you here.
Oh, that's insane. You know, that's why a lot of people, they should go for a mirrorless camera.
Sure. This is a entry class of product from our side, and it's called EM10 Mark II. It has the 5-axis built-in stabilization, quite same as the professional class, and also the EVF. The resolution is same as the professional level.
Okay.
And especially in our system, all using the same size of the image sensor, means quality of the image is quite same as professional level.
But why would I then buy an EM1? I can get it all in
Sure, because the EM1 has a dust and splash proof for the
that's
professional, and also the bigger grip to bring the bigger lens. But this is a kind of the more affordable price range, and also the compact size for the daily use. That's the reason. Quite same image quality, but you can bring everywhere, and every time you can use as a DSLR product.
Yeah. Because it actually, it looks, can I touch it?
Sure.
It looks like a DSLR. It has the big head up here, which doesn't have a prism, since it doesn't have a mirror.
That's right.
I assume it has a flash in here.
You can pop up a flash, this switch, go up. Sure.
So this is all you need to get these cool, great photographs of your family, of your kids having fun on your vacation, everywhere. And I've noticed myself that ever since I went mirrorless, I actually take more pictures because I think it's more fun. The hassle of bringing the big gear. Sure, I got great pictures with that as well.
Sure.
But carrying a lot of gear, there was no fun in that. I like taking the pictures. And for a lot of families, I see them buy a DSLR. Brand is irrelevant here. And it has a lot of features, but they never use them. They just stay on this green auto button.
I see.
Because they don't know how to use it. They just heard.
Yes.
You need a DSLR, you get great pictures. That's wrong. You need a camera that fulfills your needs, that you can use, and that you want to bring with you.
Sure.
This is amazing. I like this. And it's interchangeable lens.
Sure.
Obviously, so you
That's
can put on the big guns if you want to. It might feel a bit uncomfortable, but you can. This is not yet in stores?
I think not yet in stores in Europe.
No. But it will be
Sure, soon.
before Christmas.
Yes.
So this is a great Christmas present. So if I'm not wrong, it's going to be there in around just beginning of October 2015. The exact date I don't know. And the price, we don't know that yet either. It doesn't even matter because there'll be a lot of foreign viewers on this, and they don't really care about Danish prices, but this is such a cool product. We'll just leave it there for a bit.
Yep.
Now, Olympus has gone with the Micro Four Thirds sensor. A lot of sensor sizes out there.
Sure, that's right.
Back in the days when you had DSLR and used film, that was a full frame
Yeah, that's right.
size. There was no center back then, full frame size. Most cameras today that we look at anyways, they use APS-C, APS-H, or full frame sensor, or Micro Four Thirds.
Yep.
How come Olympus has gone for the Micro Four Thirds?
Sure, that's a good point. Because when we introduce, we something invent or study the what type of the interchangeable lens system is more best balance of the image quality and the size, compact size. Then our the answer is this size. Because if we see the market, the APS-C mirrorless, doesn't matter the DSLR mirrorless, the sensor size is a little bit bigger than Micro Four Thirds, but to get the nice image quality lens, the body could be smaller, but the lens cannot become like this size. Considering we are the camera manufacturer and also the optics manufacturer, the lens manufacturer, we know the everything. Then what is the best balance? Then we came conclusion with Micro Four Thirds, and of course the full frame sensor is a nice good capability, but still need huge lenses.
Yeah, 'cause the opening has to be bigger, so everything has to be bigger.
Sure, and to keep the good image quality, need a bigger size of the lens. Then the best balance between the sensor size and the lens size, I think the best.
Then you wouldn't be able to keep it in your side pocket on your blazer.
That's right.
That's for sure.
Right.
Right. So a lot of people, they say, well, with a tiny sensor, everybody that uses full frame, they call all other sensor sizes smaller. They call them for small sensors. I disagree.
Yep.
But with the size of sensor you have in Micro Four Thirds, a lot of people say, well, then you're not able to make this shallow depth of field.
Sure.
You're not able to run with a big aperture. You won't get the same image quality. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, sure.
Obviously you disagree, but
No, for example, because of the small sensor, some people somehow misunderstanding the noise is bigger or something. The image quality is this great, but usually we said image quality come from the balance of the nice lens quality and image sensor and the image engine.
Yeah.
Image engine also the something the cover to the somehow the noise elimination, elimination of the noise, and if you visited something the photo evaluated website, very famous website from the US or Europe. Everybody said now the image quality of the Micro Four Thirds and the APS-C is quite same. And now then coming the benefit of the size. Right? I think compared to the APS-C, I think no problem at all. If you consider to purchase the APS-C DSLR or mirrorless, why not consider the same image quality? Everybody said that evaluated the professional level people said. And also compared to the full frame. Of course, full frame sensor is 4 times bigger than this sensor. It's wonderful image quality. But if we check the real performance test, compared to the somehow the one generation, former generation, let's say the previous generation model of the full frame model, somehow amazingly the same similar quality of ours. The digital technology is really going fast, advanced, and if we utilize somehow the full frame previous model, something facing the big, bulky, very heavy, feel very heavy, and something changed to the APS-C or something. Why not? You can see
exactly.
the same.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, what we need to remember is something as simple as the fact that the biggest difference between a DSLR and a mirrorless is that in here, there is no mirror in front of your sensor flapping up, entering light into the sensor and flapping down again. And that mirror has only one purpose, and that is to make sure that you can look through the lens in your viewfinder, whereas on a mirrorless, the sensor captures an image and shows it on an LCD inside your viewfinder. So, does a mirror flapping up and down make any difference in picture quality?
No.
No. Is it fair to say that the first mirrorless cameras that you came up with were not as good as where you are today?
Sure.
Yeah. So all these evil tongues talking about, it's not good enough, they might actually relate to the first models.
I see.
And compare that with their mirrorless,
Sure.
their DSLR. But today, technology has come so far.
Sure.
And you guys are so good in controlling the lighting and the way the sensor captures information that a mirror makes no difference.
Sure.
Another thing that I hear from a lot of people is, well, I shoot wildlife, I shoot sport photography. Things move fast. When I use the electronic viewfinder, there's a delay between what happens and
Sure.
when I see it.
Sure.
This must be one of the things that you have been working a lot on, because I find that today it's super fast.
Sure, that's right.
Is that something that you've been working on more than other parts of the development of the cameras?
Yeah. I think the technology is overcome to this difficulty. Now the time difference between the real world and inside of the viewfinder is somehow less than 20 millisecond. 20 millisecond, right?
It's less than you can
Nobody cannot
see. You know?
can see the difference. But still, we like to somehow makes more shorter in future, because they kind of our dream, like real optical viewfinders see that looks like more optical viewfinder. But already come to this level, I think we can utilize EVF for any photography.
Yeah, I think so too. So this is definitely something that should not hold people back from going for mirrorless, or at least try it out. Another thing is the refresh rate. How fast is it actually?
Yeah, usually the 6 frames per second. But the fast mode more can speed up to the double, 120 frames per second. You can see the images refresh rate. It's quite fast.
Okay, cool. So you can use it for virtually anything.
Sure.
Well, that's something a lot of people, they should keep in mind next time they go down to the dealer and need a camera, whether it's because you're a hobby photographer, like to take models or whatever in the weekends, or if you're family or maybe even professional.
Sure.
Instead of taking the full leap, well, try it. You know, a lot of dealers, if you're a good, loyal customer, you might be able to borrow a camera for a day or so and then try it in your own environment. Now, this feedback that you travel around and collect, that's to improve the next model or the next sequence in a model's life. How can I contribute to that? Let's just imagine that I have a great idea for a feature or similar to a camera. How can I communicate that to you? Obviously, not everybody out on the street can go up to you and say, Mr. Tarada, I have this great idea.
Yeah.
How is it communicated to you?
Okay, then usually you can talk with your very nearby dealers. You can talk to the customer, the clerk of the shop.
Yeah.
We are always the travel a lot to the not only the from Tokyo side but also the Danish sales guy going around and collecting that whole kind of information and
that actually happens.
Sure.
It's not just something you're saying.
Sure.
So go down to your dealer, tell them, great camera, but, and they will communicate it. They have to.
Sure. And also somehow we are always watching the internet information, something the community, photo community, or we have also the community in on demo. If we something jump in, something you gave your request or something, we are already watching.
You note it down. You have a very thick notebook with.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Easily, your opinion or your request can be influenced to our product.
Okay. Yeah. So people shouldn't stay at home and think, oh, it would be so nice if this camera could something. Go down to a dealer and say it. Come at trade shows where Olympus might be present in your local area and tell them, look, I have this camera or I would like to buy it if it could. Who knows, maybe it'll actually appear in a camera. Now back to that part. From the time that you collect a really great idea until it's implemented in a camera. Let's just say that this idea is so good that it gets through the needle eye and it ends up in a camera. What is the duration actually? Is that like a couple of months, just a couple of engineers writing some software, or is it 10 years in the pipeline?
It's a really difficult question. Of course, depends on the demand or request. But we are always collected to the Tokyo side and make a very big queue list and make the priority, which is most important or something. Then one by one, we are coming to the,
Who makes this priority? Who prioritizes each thing? Is that the engineer saying, oh, this is an easy fix, we'll put it on top, or this we have no clue how to fix, we'll put it on the bottom, or do they say, oh, I would like that myself, so it'll go on top? Who decides?
Sure. That's a kind of always the fighting in our office around the R&D guy and also the marketing guy from like me is going to the one meeting room and something the exchange opinion. Then we always saying the customer said like this, the background of this demand is like this. That's the reason it's important. Then getting something up. And on the other hand, R&D guy, it's technically impossible. Then going back or something back and forth discussion from marketing side and also the R&D side. We are something. Not only the one person decided which one or which one. No. We are always something they discuss among our Olympus employee.
But how many people is it actually? Are you like 2, 3, 4 guys, or is it hundreds of guys sitting in a meeting room?
If we have 100 guys, no chance
you would never
make
get
one
anywhere.
result, right? I think that selected knowledge guy.
Okay, it's pretty cool to think that a product like this, which is probably being produced in millions, I suppose. A lot of the things inside of this came out of your traveling around Asia, Europe, and the US, collecting ideas and feedback, and it ends up in a product. Now, you must get very different feedback from the US, from Europe, and from Asia.
Sure.
Do people have different requests?
Somehow different, but fundamentally same. Photography mind is not so big difference. The most difficulty is kind of professional photographers' demand. Because they have an individual shooting style, individual photographic knowledge. Then somehow divide broad. One said this is better, but one said this totally opposite is better. That's kind of something different, but the most of the fundamental demand is same. It's no problem.
Well, at least. Then it's not like a major war to figure out what to put in. Have you sometimes mistaken some requests from the market and actually put something in the camera that did not make any sense whatsoever?
I don't think so. At this time, we are going very nice way. I think so.
Okay.
And I hope so.
Well, can you reveal anything about the immediate future of Olympus? I suppose you keep heading in the same direction as you are, because obviously it's the right direction. Are you gonna bring out brand new models, or keep on with the different models within the same series, or what does the future hold?
Okay, we have that two different type of the product interchangeable lens camera. One is the OMD series, like this DSLR style. The other is pen. As I said, the mirrorless come from the pen. The more rangefinder type of product. Now this type of product is well accepted in the Finnish area for the fashion blogger or more female, the lifestyle product. And this is a more photographic-minded people products. We are also maintain those two lineup or series, and within the OMD lineup, we have keep 3 lineup. Then now the priority is having more attractive lens lineup through the professional photography to the lifestyle blogger or lifestyle people. That's our next role to establish nice total picture of the interchangeable lens.
Cool. So you're focusing on 2 major groups. I could keep on asking you questions. Is time flies? Is there anything you would like to tell us and the viewers from your point of view within Olympus, a message you want to push across?
Not only the Olympus product, but please enjoy the photography in your life. It's really amazing, the nice life, give the life to your life, I think. I personally take a picture and share the people or share the friends. And nowadays, of course, it's easy to make your mobile phone like this. But the totally different impression you can give out of the dedicated camera like this. I think I like to say to everyone, please enjoy the photography itself in your life. Then maybe out of this we can make something money out of the market. But the basic thing is enjoy the photography.
It's kind of like our catchphrase. You know, from FotoTV, our catchphrase is we take your photography seriously. And we mean that, and we want our viewers to be serious about their photographs. And by being serious means use the best camera for the job within your budget and within your demands. And obviously, this is a much better camera than in your smartphone. Just like if they put a SIM card into this one, it would be a terrible telephone. So use the product for what it's made for. Mr. Tarada, thank you very, very much for taking time on your European tour here to come talk with us and share all this information. I wish you all the best in your traveling and in your career, and we look forward to seeing more exciting products from Olympus.
Yep, thank you very much having me here.
You're welcome. And that's all we had time for today here on FotoTV Live. If you would like to learn more about photography and learn more about the whole photography business, the news and the product launches, etc., feel free to follow us on FotoTV.dk. I know it's a Danish site, but you might be able to look at a few pictures and get inspired. You're also more than welcome to subscribe to our YouTube channel here. If you're watching on YouTube now, it's just right down there. You just push the little subscribe button. We would love that. Otherwise, find us on facebook.com/FotoTVLive. The links are also here on screen. Now, that's all we had time for. Until next time, have a great day, and don't forget to take your photography seriously.
FotoTV blev præsenteret i samarbejde med Olympus.